Hello everyone and welcome back to another Chesh Breaks # the internet NBA mail time with Chesh and Sam.
Hey yo, how you doing?
Sam's back, everyone.
Yeah.
Now everyone
I got my paycheck in the mail, so I thought I might show up tonight. So yeah.
Did it exist because of this? No.
Yeah, exactly.
I am a terrible human being and I'm fine with that.
That's fine. That's fine. If I can sit here and drink beer and eat crispy bacon flavored chips, not with my mic on, I'll be nice enough to turn that off.
What are you trying to say, bitch?
I'll having a good time. Yeah, I mean, who knew that I needed crispy bacon Smith chips in my life?
Everyone does.
Thought it sounded like an awful idea, but they were just what's in the cupboard, and
it's like bacon bites.
I'm not hating it. It's fine.
All right. So what we might do is just quickly go over to our table cam, and you'll see our first piece of mail, or at least mine. Mick the Middleman, how you doing, buddy? So I ordered these like yesterday, no joke. And
what is mail? Some things take a year, some things take a day.
I'm still waiting on packages from like 3 weeks ago. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And I'm a bit miffed because one of them is a Carson card that I've been waiting on for quite some time.
Carson.
Yes.
Of course.
Although we do have some complaining to do later. That has been semi-rectified, sort of.
Wouldn't be a mail time without. So.
Yes. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And people probably won't see it. So the reason I've got this here is because I don't know if anyone's been following along, but I was talking about how at the last con that we did with the Australian Trading Card Association, my shoes started to like pretty much die. So I decided that I wanted some absolutely gorgeous Jordans.
Because what self-respecting card trader would not have fresh kicks? So,
Exactly,
yeah.
fresh kicks and
No
fresh.
one's going to take you seriously on this if you've got your shoes falling apart and you're not wearing a top hat or a monocle. So
Exactly. Now, I was considering getting the new LeBron James that drop in a couple of weeks, but I wanted some shoes now. I might still get those LeBrons if I have the money. We'll see.
LeBron's like I'll say this. I used to get them. I got LeBron 2s. I love them to bits. Now they're collector's items. Should have kept them. I'm an idiot. But over the years, they've got bigger and they've got more expensive. As LeBron's got more muscular and like he's a 280-pound man or something, so he needs a beefy shoe. But like they're just like if you want some basketball shoes to play in, you're looking at $280 for his. Whereas, like, you get half the price, you get some PGs, and I love the PGs. But yeah, I think that the price tag's just getting a bit silly. But I
just want some like really bright, like they don't even look like shoes; they look like futuristic footwear. Like they're the ones with the like the half afterburner in the side. It looks like that weird circle, like slotted pattern in the side, and I'm just like they're like I think they were like bright green and pink, or bright green and purple or something, and I was just like. They look fucking gross, which is just the best. You
need to see Scotty, my brother, when we play basketball. So he got right into the Nike ID thing, especially now that you can get it in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, in high school I had no money and I bought all the shoes in the world. Now I've got more money and I don't buy shoes, and it's just strange. He loves them. He gets the most heinous, like obscene colors made. But once you see the system where you can customize your shoes, and like he got me some for a wedding gift actually. And they had my initials on the inside and all this stuff. I was like, whoa, they're cool. And they look like, they kind of remind me of like what Buzz Lightyear would wear in the NBA.
Yeah,
so.
That's fair.
But you can color whatever you want. So have a go at that. I think you'll dig it.
So I went to the card fair on the weekend, which was largely AFL.
Tell me what the card fair was, and we'll explain what I saw. I couldn't make it. I was at home. I had to hold down the fort at home the weekend. But all I saw, Chesh, was like a poster of. I think there was a football on the poster, but it said
and a meat pie
cards,
and the word
and
AFL.
a meat pie. Which there you go. But it said trading card. It said sport. It implied that, and I think we also had a bit of faith that like in Melbourne, in this day and age, in this economy, that there's a bit of a basketball card following. So it was kind of safe.
I'm not going to shit on the guy.
Oh, no.
Apparently, he's been running it for years, and I should have expected blah blah blah, etc. etc. To which I said to the person who said that, like, nah, go fuck yourself. Like, I don't expect anything except what's on the flyer, and the flyer told me that this is the Malvern Card Fair. You would expect cards to be at a card fair. You wouldn't expect it to be like dominated by nothing but AFL.
And in a way, that's probably just down to the actual people taking their stuff there, really. So he's just facilitating it anyway. So you can never be upset. And so what do you do, Chesh? You don't complain about it. You go do something about it,
exactly.
Which is really nice. And you help things move forward.
Yeah. So I posted it on Instagram saying that it was a bit of a letdown. And then Boss Matty from the Australian Trading Card Association was like, should I actually come? And I'm like, that's up to you. Like, if you want to do a video while you're here, just to like put it out on the socials, that's definitely my suggestion. He's like, I'll come. He turns up and he's like, you weren't kidding. There is like literally no basketball here. And I went, yeah, there's no basketball. There's like a couple of booster packs. And he went, here, take this money, buy us a table. I'll be back in like half an hour.
We'll make the basketball.
30 minutes later, he turns up with his Jordan collection. But in that time, I was swapping and selling slabs, and we had a whole crowd around the table. And then we just like constantly were busy the whole time for like 5 hours. I literally was going to leave in the morning until Maddie turned up and was like, I need to do this thing. And then that
was the last message I saw too. Like that, you like, oh yeah, I'm going home.
Out of here.
And that's what I thought it was. And then I was so shocked to hear what actually happened. I was like, oh, awesome.
So the funny part is that none of the other tables had like crowds or anything like that. But our one table had a massive crowd of people. It was like 8 people at any one time. Just, hanging and trading and selling and buying and all sorts of craziness going on. I got rid of some slabs that I was like, I'm not going to sell these unless somebody makes me a good deal. And people were like, good deal. And I was like, that's a good deal. See you, Slabby.
It's so good because that's what a card fair is about. Like, it's just, we're all having fun and like, we make deals. Like, this is awesome.
And I bought this.
Yeah, the Glide. I was just remarking before how nice that little that frame for the auto is. I love it. So what's the set? That's Immaculate? No.
It's Opulence. Give me 1 second.
Opulence.
Just gonna do a zoomy zoom, and I'm gonna change the autofocus.
Yeah, super nice on card. 249, I believe.
Yes. So this is to 49. Clyde Drexler Opulence. This is a luxurious auto. So it just looks fucking stunning. Just stunning.
Mick was saying that would be such a letdown with just one sport personally. Yeah, no, totally. But it's like, I'm even surprised Chesh had it in him. I think you're changing and you're growing up or growing whatever, something, Chesh. You're softening. And for you to not just get online and just do a rant video about why it sucked, you went and did something about it. So I'm really proud of you, mate.
Who says that I didn't go online and do a rant video?
Oh, no, you did. Exactly. Yeah, I think there's a bigger message there. It's turning a negative into a positive. Absolutely. Like, it really is. It's like, well, let's move it forward. And then it made other people realize for the next one, they're like, oh crap, the basketball was there. It takes the first person to do it. Basketball was there. I'm going to show up to the next one. So
move it forward, you say.
Hey, that's my beloved logo. Oh my god, can't believe you got this. You're like, I know someone who will want that. Now you're gonna ransom it off to me, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Absolutely.
I don't have, Chesh, who do you think I am? I don't have money to spend on basketball cards.
I don't need to spend money, my friend. You've got a Kawhi Leonard auto rookie that I want.
Ah, yes, we'll barter.
And this helps to do a deal.
Does. So were you asking me for, like, have you checked the price of my Kawhi Leonard rookie auto?
I haven't.
Not for a while. It's last I saw was probably 250. It's probably up. So
yeah, no, I'd imagine it's probably like around the 300-ish range now.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
If grading ever gets back to normal, maybe that's the target. Who knows? But
exactly.
Whatever.
I mean, I've still got that rookie I bought off you that's sitting with PSA now for almost a whole year.
Hold on, which one did you buy off me?
Past and present.
Oh, you did. You past and present Kawhi. Yeah, no, you're right.
So bought some stuff on Facebook auctions recently, and sales. Did not think this was who it was. I thought it was somebody else. I bought the wrong one. It's fine. By the time I noticed, I'd already paid anyway, and I was like, I don't care.
Who is it? Oh yeah, no,
Xavier Tillman. It's
Xavier Tillman.
Basically a napkin.
Also, how has Facebook auctions? I mean, Facebook Marketplace been? As we often joke, it's usually the place of lowest effort, and messages are usually just say, sell.
I'm about to show you, actually.
Oh no! Really?
This is the sleeve.
Yay!
Get real fucking sleeves if you're selling your fucking cards on fucking Facebook.
Oh, is that a patch too?
Yeah. But these are the like non-game worn patches. These are just like basically napkins.
What did they wear they wore them in the shower?
They didn't wear them. It actually has a little thing down here that says that. It in fact says,
wow.
Yes, the enclosed officially licensed material is not associated with any specific player, game, or event.
Chesh, I had no idea this has been. I mean, definitely, it's kind of a correlation between this and the rise of sports cards. But like, they need another like level of patch, which is a crappier one, just as a new thing. It feels special, but it's really not.
But they have it. That's what this is.
So that's where we're at these days. They're just got. Then what's the point? It's just a piece of nothing.
It's a piece of nothing in a thick card, exactly.
Wow, it's wow.
I have
gone to the days where I used to get Gary Payton game used floor.
Exactly.
God damn.
I've been expanding on this year's collection, so I'm PCing Killian Hayes.
You're liking these hoops, aren't you?
I am. I'm quite liking them.
I like that design. I think they've done actually pretty well. For a set that they've really changed the stigma too. For a set that was like for many years just the bog standard like uninspired set, it's doing pretty well.
That reminds me. I wonder if is it this one? I don't think it's this one. No. I currently don't have it up. So if you visit cheshbreaks.com.au and you go to group breaks, we currently have a Palooza retail break, which is $70 per person, only 15 spots. You get one top tier team and one bottom tier team at random. So you are guaranteed at least one good team from the top 15 for your $70, which is why it's $70 and not $35 a spot, because, you know, you're getting double teams, not single teams. And it is 2 Hoops retail boxes, meaning that you are guaranteed in this break 2 autos. There is 2 Hoops blasters, which means you're either going to get a shitty napkin card that makes me angry, or possibly another auto from each. Plus, there is 2 fat packs, where you can get some really cool teal explosions and other stuff. You know what I really like, though? I really like these blue explosions. To me, they are absolutely amazing.
That is bananas. I dig that a lot.
And it's numbered.
Again, basketball cards being the progressors of foil technology.
Hell yeah, look at that foil. The fact that it's like printed over the foil basically is just amazing.
I think it's also like Hoops even like as a, you know, quote unquote standard set has become, it's got its premium range now too in a really nice way. I love it.
Hoops premium is shit. Let's be honest, but some of this stuff that's coming out of this is amazing. Yeah, the cards that are coming out of like a basic entry level product.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And I feel like that this is a lead on from Hoops Premium from last year, where they were like, well, people liked some of the aspects about Hoops Premium, but they hated the product. So let's incorporate some of that kind of like cool technology and see if we can make our cards better. Like this one is $2.59, and you can bet your ass this is going to HGA. Absolutely. I am going to try and grade the shit out of those.
Speaking of grading, Mick was saying he's still got 4 cards in BGS and 4 in PSA from July 2020. Hot exactly. Bag. Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah, not surprised at all. I mean, again, I've got at least 25 cards with PSA still. And I now have just sent off 4 to HGA, so that'll be interesting.
So is 4 the limit for HGA as well?
5.
Was that the... It was 5,
yep.
but you did 4. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, because I was running out of cash, and I was like, oh, I want to send the last one. You kind of need to eat.
when you start making those cost benefit analyses, like you're just like, oh, I could just skip a meal. No.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Tay.
Jason Tatum concourse rookie card. There is a story here. So the person that I bought this off never took it out of the One Touch when they bought it from somebody else. I paid $90. I'm getting a $30 rebate from them tomorrow. Because, and what you might not be able to see, is down here, this edge, on the edge down here, is actually turned up. I will see if I can just...
Someone just yammed that in the into the One Touch I was on.
Well, I don't know what they did with it, but I'm not going to take it out of the sleeve. And I don't know if it's going to come up very well. But
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, right there. So they've yammed it on something. It's not the worst. I'm still going to send it for grading because it's a JT rookie.
JT.
And hopefully I'll still at least get an 8 on it. But yeah, that was one of my targets. Which, Sam, I'm actually going to show you some of the stuff that I've received lately when you haven't been here for mail time.
Oh yeah,
because I have some.
I like popping up every 2 weeks. It's like everything's fresh.
Exactly, because I have some cool grading targets you might want to see. This came from the same person and was $15. I bought another National Treasures patch.
I like that one. That's cool. And that's actually his patch too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
Not a napkin. No, actually worn. It is associated with the Carson Edwards. So.
Yes. And this National Treasures was $2.99. Yes. So if you don't know, National Treasures is a very expensive box to buy, which is why you don't see people buy them, and you usually only see them in breaks, and like big breaks that cost a lot of money. That are like, spots are very expensive. So buying them as singles for me is the only way to really get them, and getting one at $15 was just like, it's a patch and I want it and I'm going to buy it. Oh yeah. And that patch looks amazing.
And it's nuts. It's like, and that's what someone's like, oh dang it. I got Carson. Oh, I could have been so much better. It's like, meanwhile, there's a fan of every player pretty much.
Exactly.
Like somewhere that's like, oh sweet.
Now this next one, I absolutely paid overs for. And there is a good explanation as to why. Because I actually bought one of these to 10 that I showed last week. And this is a Tools of the Trade Carson Edwards.
Yeah, that's nice. Hey, is that a basketball in the middle?
It is. This one here is to $99.
Why aren't they doing that a bit more?
Well, they do. That's called Absolute. And...
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. Just there. Alright. Just for comparison, this is the level 4. As you can see, it's got 4 bars in it instead of the level, I think that's supposed to be level 3. This actually might be just level 2. I don't think they actually say. PT3? PT4. Okay, yeah. So this is a level 3, you can tell because it's got 3 pieces in it. And this gorgeous little boy here is the to 10 that I bought off Cherry for $30 or $35.
That's nice. I'm trying to figure out where the so you've got the basketball has some of the Spalding text on it. I believe. And then I was like, where the hell is the tiniest little C? And I was like, no, that's a tiny little Celtics logo.
It is a tiny little Celtics.
It's so cute. Look at all the type on it. It's so interesting.
It's from though.
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where that Celtics logo appears on the shorts. Maybe. Oh no, or maybe in the jersey somewhere.
Maybe. But yeah,
it's interesting.
That's 9 of 10.
So interesting.
Now.
That's a hot card.
Some of this stuff, Sammy, you might have seen, but some of it you definitely haven't. Joe Fu sent me a Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, nice.
Trade card rookie.
Classic.
When I was at Oz Comic Con, I nicked this one off Bossman.
Yeah, I love that one.
So I'm going to get them both graded together. Joe gave me, I think, yes, this one here, the Rookie Slam Dunk.
I love that one.
Didn't realize that
it's one of those designs that just feels so 90s. That one, like that triangle, that shape on the side. Yeah, it's so good.
Got this for $10. Another Shaq rookie.
Nice.
I went and bought one of these as a part of a group of Shaqs, which was $10. Well, it's basically like a $30 set. Then I went and bought that from Oz Comic Con for $10.
Nice.
Because I sold it off my slab on the weekend.
One of my favorites.
Already had one of these hanging around.
Yeah.
That I again
Shaq
got in a
wrapping
deal for $10. I paid a little bit over, but that's all right. This one might have actually come in the trade. Hang on. No, I think this one was part of a trade. Yeah, I think the other one that I paid for I already sent.
I does not want you to have his butt.
Nah, he's like, stay away. It's off-centered. This was part of a trade though for a Top Shot moment. So just another good trade grading target. The same with this. This was also from that Top Shot trade. These were also from that same Top Shot trade.
It still blows my mind that happened, and I think it's great. But yeah. So how much balance do you have on Top Shop now?
Let's see. I pulled out $1,000. And
you managed to do it.
$800 pending. Yeah. They gave me access, so I was like, I'll take it all out.
Exactly.
I finally got one of my Grail cards, and the guy gave me a refund because the condition is shocking. The front looks pretty much immaculate, right?
Yeah.
Except there's like a folder bend. Hang on. Folder bend that you can't really see, but just here, there's actually a folder bend.
I see it. Yeah.
And the back is chipped as fuck. The corners are munted. It's chipped. I was just like, I gave him negative, and then messaged him and said, before you complain about my negative I just gave you, here's the pics. And he was like, I am so sorry, dude. Let me refund you straight away. And I was like, oh, now you make me feel bad that I gave you negative. He's like, no, that's on me. I should have checked the card before it went out. I'm so sorry. And I was like, damn.
All right, you get like. So what do you do in that situation? Do you change your feedback back?
I mean, I could try and get eBay to do it, but I was just like, the feedback's already been added. I don't care.
Oh, true. Yeah. But that is an absolute class individual. That's awesome.
Let's maybe hide this card from you for a second.
Yeah, I saw that. That's from your what do you call it? Have you been buying them, or is that from when you got the hobby pack?
Here's the thing. So this one was from the Fat Pack. This one was from a Blaster. This one was from a Fat Pack. Oh, and I've bought about 15 recently for $15 a pop.
I saw you on a tirade to get all the lamellos.
And people were like, what are you doing? And I was like, he's out with injury. People are going to let it go for $15. I am going to snap them up and send them to HGA and sit on them, because he has already shown he is the Zion of this draft, that he is a fucking monster
in a different way. That I know he's injured now, but it's like I don't know. Like, I think Zion could absolutely just completely. He's a freak of nature anyway. Just play completely fine throughout his whole career, have a good time, and then anyone doubting him with injuries would just be like, whatever.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe that's not going to happen with LaMelo.
Maybe.
But I also got to say, LaMelo was a player I always kind of never liked, and I don't know why. It's probably completely unwarranted, but I remember him as a high school kid hitting 90 points or whatever it was just by cherry picking. I'm like, and then his whole, like, you know, his dad and like the personality of the Ball family, and then like I've realized he's actually okay. Like I enjoy watching a good point guard doing his stuff. You know,
he's a good player doing good stuff. Let's put it that way.
I don't like his jump shot, but that's fine. Who cares? Like,
exactly.
You know.
Mick says, I talked Dad into buying a $2,000 card yesterday. I have a video uploaded.
Oh, nice.
So
that's great.
Sears Magic Johnson I saw it on a sale post and I had to have it, so it's one of my grade cards.
Is that a bit on the yellow side? Is that meant to be white?
It's supposed to be yellow. It's the Sears card. So there was a
Sears
yellow
card.
set you could only get through Sears, and this is one of them.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a full set.
And we don't have Sears in Australia, do we?
No, we don't. Karl Malone.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Old Flair.
Is that 88?
89, wasn't it? Wasn't it 89 and 88?
The boxy style is like...
Because 87 was red and white, right? Red, white, blue. The 88 was the ones with the gradient on the side. And then the 89 turned to this boxy look.
Which is the least dynamic of the set, of course. Like, naturally. It's a box, but yeah.
Yeah, 1989 Flair. Copyright 1989. I actually have a heap of stuff coming for next mail time around 89 and 88, 89.
That's as old as me, Chesh.
Speaking of 1989, also picked up a Karl Malone All Stars. This because cool. It was all in the same sale, so like snap, snap, snap. This was also in the same sale. This is I think 88. So hard to read the back, but I'm pretty sure this is 88.
Hey, it's Patrick.
It is Patrick. Along with this as well.
It is running again. It looks a little bit slim there, you know, compared to...
I pulled this out of a fat pack.
That is... Who is that?
That is Robert Woodward II.
Ah.
Yeah, don't know if it's going to be any good, but I figure I'm going to keep it and maybe chuck it to HGA when I can. And continuing a dangerous theme that I've been doing lately of buy to grade. I maybe bought a Z-Force RC Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, that's nice.
For $80.
Yeah, decent.
And given the condition, it's definitely at least a 9, I reckon. Given the condition, I was very happy to pay $80 for it. So that was really cool. Yeah, so that's some of my grading targets. I guess the quick update on my shift in focus for PC. Let's see, Killian.
Yeah, I was going to ask you for the rundown. Like, what's the take stock of what it currently is? Because Shaq's looking pretty strong.
So this is Killian Hayes.
Nice.
I've got maybe another 8 or so Killian Hayes between inserts and base on the way. Then there's certified Killian. Excuse me. Certified Gold Team Killian. And then we've got... Let me just move these so I don't damage the base. And then we've got, what is this? Donruss rated rookie Killian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those so far.
Nice.
So they look pretty great this year. Like, they just feel like an old design, even though they're not.
Yeah, that's right.
And this came with like a break that I did, and I was like, well, it's green, I'll keep it, whatever, because I don't do draft chaff. I steer clear of, you know, college collegiate jersey stuff. But yeah, my big pickups there were obviously like picking up Shaq rookies at $10 a pop to grade was a really great idea. Considering that I've got so many of them now. Picking up old like Flair stuff. Forcing my hand on LaMelos is pretty good.
Mick said you're Killian it.
I am Killian in it. Picking up all those Zions so that I can get those graded now that I've sold my Prism Zion on the weekend. Because I had
graders are going to either give you a kind of express account because you're showing so much business, or they're going to hate you. So one of the two.
They'll love me. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically, I won't count that. 6 different Shaq rookies that I need to get graded now is great. So not many Shaq rookies to go. I almost bought a Topps one on the weekend for $110 because it was a PSA 8. But our guys from Double Coverage, our friends from DC, decided basically said to me, don't buy it, like, because it was his.
Yeah.
And Saucy was just basically like, I've got some 9s and 10s coming, please hold off, and I'll do you a really good deal on a 9. And I was like, yep, absolutely. Because I was just going to buy an 8 just to have one. But if he's going to do me a good deal, I'll absolutely don't mind, holding off so that I can complete my Shaq rookie collection. So there's a couple more rookies to go for the Shaq collection, but it's a weird time where I'm sitting here going, for the first time in my life, I'm actually chasing certain players' rookie cards. You know what I mean? Like, because it's not something I used to do.
Yeah.
But now not having access, like free access to those kinds of cards is hilarious. When, Shaq rookies back in the day didn't really, they weren't really worth much. There's the inserts everyone was chasing. And now the inserts are kind of like a half mixed bag where it's like half the inserts just aren't worth shit. And the rookie cards are all like going through the roof with grading. So it's like, oh, fuck. That's a thing that's happened. Yeah. So I maybe bought something today that I shouldn't have.
Happens.
And something last night that I shouldn't have because of Top Shot balance. And I may have gotten a Dennis Rodman signed Beckett authorized jersey for $150.
That's right. Yeah.
Really good.
Gonna have something in the backdrop very soon.
Yep. And I may have bought another Kobe rookie.
Well, if that's beginning, I've got one too. So
yeah. Well, I mean, that's right. You do. Which
so maybe on your radar.
Which Kobe do you have?
I have the. Oh, which one? Which one is it? Tops. Where are you? It is SP Premier Prospects.
Hang on. Let's have a look at the wonderful eBay machine for a second. SP.
Oh, it's. Don't tell me it's in the power ranking. Oh, it is. It's in the power rankings for Kobe rookies. Number 10. 96-97 SP Kobe Bryant RC. It is an upper deck card. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
And I say it's on the affordable side of a Kobe rookie, despite its
that one. It's
quality.
the him with the ball, yeah.
Yeah, it's like such a good photo. I love it.
It's a really amazing. I love it. I really do love it.
Up $7 at the card fair in 2012, I think. So
wow.
My mate Benny, who you may have run into Benny through the cards fair, Ben Maloney. He tapped me on the shoulder. He's like, "You should probably buy that." I was like, "All right."
Wow, they are really affordable.
Well, for what they are, exactly. Like, they're a gorgeous card, everything. Like, a lot of people, of course, are after the tops,
Yeah. What's that?
And of course, chrome. But like, yeah. What are they? Oh, yeah, that's looking great, dude. Yeah, so I'm gonna hold on to mine for quite a while. Sometimes they go for upwards 56. Of.
That would be a cool one to get.
For sure. That's pretty good.
Weird. They sell it all over the place. I know they've been dropping recently too, unfortunately. Just like all the Kobe's have.
That kind of card where it's not so much of him in game or anything like that. It's just like it's I don't know what else you call it. It's kind of more a personal shot in a weird way. And then there's the one with the sunglasses, the upper deck one. That one. Yeah. I'm looking through the list now, and that one's just hilarious because
one where he's like, "I look so cool," and
it's like, "Hey," and it's got a weird motion blur on it too. The shot, it's like strange, which is just. Yeah, it's great. It's a dated photo, exactly. Like it's just a sign of the times. And I saw the story of the cast today. Did you see that? About the collector's choice one where he's wearing a cast on his wrist?
Yeah, what happened?
And they were talking about LaMelo, and it's like, oh, should LaMelo still play? and Kobe's thing was like, no, Kobe went and just did some shots for the card or whatever, and he's wearing a cast on his arm, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, one of the things that I was saying is like, it's funny that I mean, he played through, But did it affect his game at all? Like, I don't remember hearing that it affected his game at all. With LaMelo though, is that his shooting hand?
Don't know.
So
yeah, we'll see. And it's a funny thing too. LaMelo is also a passer, and I would even argue could probably still do work with being a little bit limited in one arm or something like that. And it's the type of thing the only way I relate to this, and this is no comparison at all, but I remember I broke my hand at high school, and it was my right hand, and that's my shooting hand, whatever. And I was wearing a splint, and I could still kind of have my hand curved a little bit, so kind of like cup a basketball, like to hold it as a guide hand, but not like palm it. No way. Yeah. So it kind of like with that in place, I was like, oh, the hell with that. I'm still playing basketball. And I still did every recess and lunchtime. But it was the thing, like I'd take left-hand layups. I couldn't shoot and I couldn't hit right-hand layups. So I'd pass. It was like a change of the game. And it was actually still fun. And like, you know, you could still do a lot because I can pass very fine with my left hand. I just can't shoot. So, yeah, it was good.
Wish that there was a way you could see this.
I can kind of see it.
This is what I've been doing, good or bad. So these are both PSA 8s. One of them is
damn, really?
A PD or a print defect. So 2 PSA 8s. And then
what's the print defect market like in basketball?
No
as
idea.
Great as something.
No idea.
It's like
I bought it anyway because I was like,
people hate it or I love it kind of thing.
I bought it anyway, so I guess we'll see. And then I kept buying. Oh, don't worry about that. You didn't see that, Cousin Edwards. And then I just kept buying and buying and buying as cheap as I could. Lots of good-looking Magic Johnsons that I can get graded. And Charles Barkley, actually.
Oh, Barkley.
Because I saw it and I was like, I got to have it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So yeah, this just because like, if anyone doesn't know about the whole Magic Johnson thing, I keep saying it, which is invest in Magic, believe in Magic, because Magic gets his own doco treatment towards the end of this year, or supposed to before COVID hit, and yeah, should still be. So I'm getting all my Magic Johnsons together so that I can, pop them off to HGA and get them looking sexy over the next couple of months, and then hopefully,
so you can believe in Magic.
Yeah.
Do you believe in Magic?
Now I just want to watch Ghostbusters again. You fiend.
I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And of course, cheshbreaks.com.au.
Yeah, being busy, exactly.
Yeah,
becoming a worldwide business.
We've got Hoops Fat Packs up there for $34.99. We've got Blasters for I think $129.99. We also now have Donruss pre-orders for April at $139.99 because I wanted to beat everyone else to prices because screw you guys.
Nice.
So get on all of those Fat Packs and Blasters, y'all. And the group.
Buy your cards, Chesh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Buy stuff. Buy stuff, you jerks.
I send you a personalized postcard that says F you.
Maybe.
Not.
They want to tip me.
Just put it all in blue tape, you know.
Exactly. Other than that, what have you been doing when you've not been here?
I've been putting a lot of effort into, well, first of all, my new job. That's been great. But a lot of organizing our Magic content kind of thing, which has been awesome. We've had some amazing guests on Commander Crunch, and it's at that point, I think, or at episode 32, where I feel really happy and proud of what we've done. I think that's the point. Rather than every week going, what?
Okay.
No, I mean, no, I'm going to wait till the day till you say I don't want to be there, and then until then, you have to be there every week, as far as I'm concerned. So, no, that's the thing. It's like I did an episode without you. It was fine. Definitely lost a bit of dynamic there, of course. Like it was, having. I know you don't get it involved as much. You don't feel you have to.
Yeah, exactly. I don't don't generally get involved unless I really, really have to.
Actually, the best. And for this to go, you've handed over the keys, and I was like, it's kind of, it's something I love and I put a lot of work into. And well, not as much work as I can during the week, but I've intentionally structured it in a way where it's a sustainable amount of work. Therefore, it's a conversational podcast. I don't have to hyper edit it or anything like that, and it's just fun. But you can be a guest in it in a way, even though you're one of the co-hosts. Like it's kind of more that dynamic, right? So
and that's the way I like it. I did have somebody ask me like why I don't talk over yourself and guests more, and I'm like, because I don't need to. Because like, if I need to say something, I will force my way into the conversation regardless. Like,
exactly.
And most of the time, I'm just happy to sit there and just like be the fly on the wall because I'm happy to listen to the conversation. It's like, motherfucker, I get to listen to a live podcast. Like, I get to be the audience in a live podcast.
Whenever you want.
Yeah, and it's better than a live podcast because I can literally get like instant real-time feedback and say shit and affect the outcome of that podcast, and
then I have to edit it out. No, I'm kidding.
Especially when I say the word cunt.
That's right. But other than that, so we've been doing stuff with MTG Lexicon on Saturday nights, which has been fun. We just, even if any of our listeners here don't kind of subscribe to anything Magic related, like that's a fun one to watch because we don't even talk about Magic in that. It's awesome. But other than that, I got a Time Spiral Remastered box last night.
Nice.
So, which, speaking of interesting,
but did you get it last night, Sam? Did you?
No, it's in the mail. So,
right.
And that was running at 300, and it's been an interesting set. Also based on what we know from like scarcity of products and what happens with over time and limited printings and stuff. And I know you had your eye on that set as well in Magic because, firstly, it's an amazing draft environment of something. You couldn't buy the boxes to emulate that draft if you wanted to from 15 years ago or whatever it was. So for them to reprint a bunch of that stuff in old borders and then have a limited print run.
Also, Sam, just to let you know, they still have boxes available at 300.
Yeah, so I've got a feeling maybe even no, and that's what I wondered. So I was like, I need to pull the pin on that. And I also heard maybe our LGS and Next Level Games Ormond they might be selling a couple for that too, but I don't think they'll last long at all. But yeah, from everyone I heard, the allocations were just slim as anything, and they probably won't be getting topped up. And
correct.
I think it's also in Magic. That's the first time in ages we've seen things like, you could actually open a $500 card.
Yeah.
Being like get a foil of the old border or something. That's just crazy. So that kind of feels a bit more like your Pokemon type stuff, or
Well, that's why I'm tempted to like drop $600 and get two. I really am because like, I mean,
well, that was the only place, the one we found last night, it was $300. Everywhere else is at least $340 or $50, and they're selling out. So yeah,
exactly. And I've just made my account on their website, so
exactly. And the reason I pulled the pin was like I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying that they in the States they've reached 300 on Amazon, like US. So I was like, whoa.
So I have a question. Did you get the draft box or the set boosters?
I don't think they had a set box.
So is it just they only have?
I needed a draft box.
Okay, because that's the thing I was wondering about this set. Because I've not seen.
Yeah, they only did the one, which is surprising, isn't it? Based on how much they've been printing like collectors boosters and set boosters and everything, and so for them to have one for this set, but pretty surprising.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that'd be good and that'll be fun to play that, whatever. But other than that, I smashed my ankle in basketball a couple of weeks ago, so I'm starting to feel old a little bit. So
wow, welcome to the team, buddy.
Oh, it's bad. I just came down from a rebound, a very normal rebound. Didn't even fall on anyone. And my ankle went literally sideways and then blopped like a balloon and went purple. I was like, oh no. So I went back with ankle braces and changed the way I've played a little bit. And it's like the whole thing with LaMelo and the hand and Kobe. It's like what I was saying. I started to play differently, which is maybe that's a level up to being an adult and starting to play sensibly, and you kind of become more of a passer and what do you call it? Like a shooter who's not going to be aggressive or anything. So.
A shooter McGavin.
A shooter McGavin. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's been my week. Yeah, I think I don't know. We'll might call it a day, and we'll see what else brews up over the week, and kind of might even see if I make it back for next week.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Well, thanks for hanging out. Do go and check out cmdrcrunch.fireside.fm, obviously.
Nice.
We do have some really special guests coming up, including some potential more Channel Fireball guests, because we received an email today about that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because I got to check my email.
Yes,
but I was going to say, Chesh, one of the main things I want to talk about on that, and with a certain someone who runs the things, but about how they've been doing breaks in Magic, and how the crossover of how they miraculously figured that out when the sports world have been doing breaks, and how that's all worked. So very interesting.
Exactly. I'm super excited for that, to be honest.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because you know a thing or two about breaks.
Yeah, just a little bit. And I'm super. I've already got one lot of HGA stuff going over, and I'm super excited to get more stuff to HGA. Tyler finally accepted. I can't believe someone changed your mind about the main, PSA and BGS or whatever.
I mean,
I didn't need much changing. That's the point. Like, I've always been on the hook of both of these companies look shit. Because they do. Their tags look fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And along comes this bastard child with all the money just going like, we're going to limit how much you can submit. We're going to limit, how many people can get in.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that we funnel this through so that we can keep up our stock guide and our stock levels, and make sure that we're doing it on a timely fashion so that you're not getting, fucked over, basically. And their CEO, Tyler Hitt, I've been trying to talk to him for a while, and he added me to Facebook, I think this morning or yesterday, and was like, hey, sorry I didn't get to your message. Like, and yeah, so hopefully we'll have him on a mail time soon, and I can rack his brain a little bit on some of the changes to the site, specifically the terminology that they've moved from the incorrect usage of AI grading to software grading, because it is forensics equipment with software. And I think Sam knows that like I gave them a little bit of grief about this, because I was like, that's not fucking AI, like that's not artificial intelligence. We still do not have a proper, responsive artificial intelligence in any field at this point, despite us talking about it for so long. That this is actually forensic software. Yes, you're removing part of the process of grading, because you're not having to use your shitty human eyes. You're using a program to do it, but there is still that human element, because it's the human who writes up and attaches that tag to that card in that case.
Yeah, who's cared about it, exactly.
And you're gonna see mistakes, and it's gonna happen, and I've seen people jumping down on them like, they fucking got this wrong. You know what? Here's the thing. I just saw a BGS shipment come back in.
Yeah.
Where every single Prism Zion came back reading as green Hoops variant Zion.
What?
Every single fucking one. So before you want to shit on HGA, have a look in your own fucking backyard first. I mean, shit on them all, absolutely. I didn't get paid by any of these fuckers. But even if I did, shit on them all. Don't be like, HGA's crap because of this. Like, yeah, have a look in your backyard. Yeah, that's makes me angry.
I like it. I like that point. Yeah. I like that point.
All right, everyone, we'll let you go. I've got to go and have dinner. Sam, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming back to Mail Time. We have fucking missed you.
I love it. I'll hopefully be back next week. If not, it's going to be a bi-weekly schedule as I adjust to my working from the actual office schedule on Wednesdays sometimes. So, yes, nice. Exactly.
All right. See you, everyone.
Doing what you're doing. Love it. Bye.